Hey internet community, it's Eric, also known as Jedi Skills 173. This is going to be on GameSpot, Giant Bomb, YouTube, and Twitter. It's been, I guess, a year since I've done a video blog of any substance. The last one was just showing you my motorcycle, which I subsequently sold. What's going on now is that I've been having a few health problems lately. I spent overnight in the emergency room about 2 months ago, and all the crap that's led up until now has been like doctor's appointments and tests, more doctor's appointments. But the bottom line is that my intestines, after something happened 2 months ago that made my intestines suddenly become really sensitive to pretty much anything: movement, non-movement, touch, eating, not eating, drinking, anything. So it pretty much feels like I'm being stabbed in the gut sometimes, and other times it just feels like I'm being tickled. So that kind of sucks. The pills I'm taking aren't working, so we'll see how that pans out. But right now it's pretty bearable. I am no longer working with Sony. I stopped going to that job about 2 months ago, around the same time. And now I'm working on 2 iPhone projects. So I started off with this. It's an iPod Touch, and then just a little while ago I got an iPhone 3GS, the new model. It's the white 16GB model. You can see the awesome DuckTales NES wallpaper I got. And this is quite a bit faster in the games that I'm making, but for stuff that has a lot of really high detail, it's the difference between like 19 frames per second and 15 to 12 on this. And this is equivalent to a iPhone 3G, the last version. So I've been working on that. I've been using the 3D modeling tools that I've used before, called Blender, Photoshop, things like that. And to actually put it together, I got a unibody MacBook. This is the kind of new model. I bought it in February, and it's pretty nice. It's the second laptop I've ever had, but it's leaps and bounds better than the old one I had. Haven't had a single problem with it. I actually use this more than I use my $3,000 crazy computer there, so that should tell you something about how good Mac is. But I won't go any further on that because that might upset people. Let's see what else. I got this camera pretty recently. It's a Canon T1i. I can't really show you it. But I can show you how bad in comparison the iPhone camera is. Though evidently it's not as bad, because you can actually touch to focus on spots with the iPhone camera. But this thing shoots 720p and 1080p, though 1080p isn't as good. It's a full SLR, but I'm using the stock kit lens that came with it. It's a pretty nice camera, a lot better than what I've been using before. And also, I got this. It's a Wacom Intuos4. It's the medium version. It's a drawing tablet, basically. You use a stylus, and it'll input your commands onto the screen with pressure sensitivity and tilt sensitivity, and also the eraser on the side. And there's actually little screens in here that'll show you what these buttons do. If you change applications, you can have different buttons to do your different things. And there's a little wheel that you can change brush size with, or rotate, or zoom, and pressing a button in the middle will change those functions. And then this is cool. It comes with this stand for the pen, but inside of it, it keeps all the different tips that you can put on it. So that's a really handy way to store that. Let's see. So about the projects themselves, the first one that I plan on coming out with is called Elective Immortality. And I haven't actually talked about what it is before, but I guess I'll go ahead and put it out there right now. It's pretty much going to be a collection of micro games similar to the WarioWare series and Hot Pixel games of that nature, because the iPhone really doesn't have any games like that out on it right now, and it's really perfectly suited to the platform. So I just figured I'd put that out there as a quick way to get my teeth sunk into the engine and all that, because my goal for that game is to have you boot up the game and be having fun within about 5 to 10 seconds, other than sitting through tutorials and all that other stuff, because ultimately this is a phone, and if you want to play something, you want to play it now. So that's why I'm going with that. And the second project is an RPG, kind of like the Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest sort of thing, where it's battles are turn-based, you run around on an overworld. That's one of the things that I've really missed with modern RPGs, that there's no overworld to explore. So I've done some tests, and that stuff actually does work in the engine, so it works. I tried a test on the 3GS, and I could get 10 characters modeled on the screen at once in a battle type situation, all animated pretty fluidly, so it does actually work. Let's see, I think that's about it. I don't know how long this is, so I think I'll cut it off here, and expect some more videos from me soon.